I was like, she looked like in the middle of her like playing that song, she looked like she realized this wasn't a good idea. That's what it looked like to me. Okay, anyway, so let's see. What else? Let's go to, it says songwriter The Dream accused of trafficking in a new lawsuit filed by his former protege who claims he strangled and r'd her. Neighbors, it seems another music legend has been accused of SA. According to the new lawsuit, The Dream has been accused of r'ing a former protege. Per the suit, Shanaz Mongro, who goes by the stage name Shani Monroe, says that in 2015, The Dream used promises to promote her career. Sound familiar? We actually have evidence of how men move in the music industry thanks to Love and Hip Hop. The way that Cisco told Sin Santana, I will only give you a beat if you allow me to put my penis inside of you. That's the only way I'm going to make you a star or give you this song or help you in any kind of way. You have to give me and share your body with me in order for me to help you. That's patriarchal games. Let me use your body in exchange for a false promise of success. Let me do with your body what I want to do with your body in exchange for an empty promise. This is the playbook. That's why when it comes out, they all operating under the same playbook. And I'm surprised in his response, he didn't call it a money grab or a play for financial gain. It's like they have the same fucking template in every response. I'm surprised he didn't say that because I did read his response. He did not mention that somebody was coming for money, which is actually smart. Just be like, I don't know why they're accusing me of these things. If you did it or not, if you didn't do it, I don't know why they're accusing me of these things. Everybody saying that somebody wants money out of them. If you use the money to harm, then you need to use the money to restore. That's my thing. Period. And your access to money gives you a certain level of power that people trust you, and then you misuse their trust and harm them. And then when they're running around telling everybody that they were harmed, your response is, who hurt you? You're bitter. You goddamn right I'm bitter, motherfucker. Somebody gave me a promise and didn't show up, didn't fulfill their promise. I'm fucking bitter. You goddamn right, motherfucker. You're goddamn right. Rich Dollars, Mariah Lynn, all these men, the way they were moving, called themselves the Creep Squad. That is how men were moving. You saw Stevie J up there rubbing his hands together, calling himself, much like his friend, the good guy. Dr. Love and Mr. Love and the good guy, running around Ring people, SAing people, giving them ketamine and GHB, disabling their bodily functions and letting people misuse their body. The good guy. We saw how he did Jocelyn in front of Mimi, who he had been with for 13 years, go on and off for 13 years, stringing her along for 13 years. And then you bring Jocelyn in her face, promising Jocelyn you're going to make her a star. And all you did was pimp her fucking out. Pimp her out and use her, misuse her, dope her up. You was trying to do the same shit that Puffy is doing. You was trying to dope her up and string her out. You sure were trying, Stevie J. You sure tried. Steven, you sure tried to do it. You did that revenge porn on Eve. We haven't forgot you, grimy motherfuckers. The Creep Squad is exactly the right name to name these motherfuckers. Promise all these women, and all these women thinking that the men are the gatekeepers. That's why they hate the internet and social media in the music industry. They hate it because they can't control the women. They can't use the women and misuse the women and give them nothing in return. Don't release an album. sign them to 10 album deals. That's fucking retarded. It is. And what do? Promise these girls things in exchange for their bodies. It's grimy. It's sadistic. The Dream used promises to promote her career as a way to abuse her and force her to have sex. Like Diddy, Shani says Dream recorded their sexual encounters and threatened to show it to others. She also alleged that he strangled her and is involved in trafficking. Shani is hoping that the Dream can be legally punished despite the statute of limitations due to the SA and Cover Up Accountability Act. The law allows people to bring sexual assault cases even if the statute of limitations for the incidents they allege have expired. The Dream, who has worked with Beyonce, Rihanna, Mariah Carey, and many others, has denied the claims. However, Shani says, what Dream did to me made it impossible to live the life I envisioned for myself and pursue my goals as a singer and songwriter. Ultimately, my silence has become too painful, and I realize that I need to tell my story to heal, and I hope that doing so will also help others to prevent future horrific abuse. Let's read the comments. Olympus is falling, as Oliver said. I said 2024. Real Abstract Oracle says, how would those celebrities mentioned know what occurred with him and her? Are they in their company 24 hours? They can only say what happened to them. Someone said in another one, here's Storm Monroe, entertainment industry is glorified prostitution. Tell me I'm wrong. Well, if you think about it, listen to this. If you think about it, and it's very simple, the arts are a feminine energy. The arts, creativity, creation, the arts is female, right? And you are under a system of patriarchy. So anyone in the arts, they're going to have people who are abusing that feminine energy, misusing that feminine energy, siphoning from that feminine energy, which is why record contracts look the way that they do. They essentially put an umbrella up your ass and open it. They take advantage of the creatives. They take advantage of the feminine energy. That's what they're taking advantage of. So there's no respect. It's prostitution. He's not far off. The trafficking, the drugs, giving false promises, telling people, misusing their bodies in exchange of. And then if you get into the right circles, which would eventually be the wrong circles, you end up having experiences like Justin Bieber, having those experiences that are imprinting on you, having experience like Cassie. They're not the only ones being misused by talentless people. Then you have the talented ones who are saying, hey, I can get in on this too. I'm going to open a label. Here comes a rapper opening a label, Rick Ross, who says, I can't sign no women because I'm going to have to put my penis in them. I'm going to have to put my penis in them. I have no control over myself. That if I hire a woman to my record label, I have to put my penis in her. So all they do is just misuse the creative or anyone wanting to be in that industry. Harming them, using them, trafficking, drugging them, harming them in unimaginable ways that these people don't even want to talk. And I'm so glad that something is in the air where the people are talking and knowing that they're going to be supported. Yes, again, not 100% of the people are going to support you. There will always be those people who blame the victim. That's the system that we're under. It is literally a chip in the programming that says victim blame. When a victim comes out with their story, blame them for it. It is literally a response that lots of people will have. But know that there are people here that are going to support you and say, I believe them. I believe her. I believe her. I need someone to find someone to accuse of trafficking. Any volunteers? This better be capped because I can't stop streaming Beyonce. I'm sorry. I know Beyonce is pissed. I know she is pissed too because Beyonce, from what I heard, took measures to make sure that no producer on her album had any any allegations of mistreating people. She made sure. And the dream was all over Renaissance and apparently is all over Cowboy Carter. And it's unfortunate, but these men abuse power, especially if they're not conventionally attractive, like Yamcademics. That's why women have to stop giving access to men who are undeserving. You think you're going to get close to this guy and he ends up R-ing you and then coming out to the internet telling everybody that something is wrong with you, shaming you, having opinions on Puffy. Academics has a allegation out there about him and his friends R-ing a woman. She's filed a complaint and he still has the audacity to sit on his platform and have opinions about Puffy as if he doesn't have his own allegations. I stopped caring about him when I read about him abusing Christina Milian. This is why Christina Milian took her daughter all the way to Paris, because what is going on? Is S trafficking the new word to call it to make it criminal? Listen, you stupid bitch. When they take somebody over state lines so that another person can stick their dick in them, that's sex trafficking. Period. So when you hopping, running up the tarmac, running up on somebody's private jet, and they fly to another state and they abuse women, that's sex trafficking, stupid. Nothing angers me in the pits of my soul more than an intentionally stupid person, especially one with a vagina. When I tell you that chaps my fucking hide, I hate an intentionally stupid bitch. I do. More than I hate an intentionally stupid ass man, because their stupidity, although intentional, is just who they are. But when y'all get in the comments and start acting stupid and asking them dumbass questions, knowing good and goddamn well you know what the fuck sex trafficking is. Cat Williams literally opened Pandora's box. Y'all saying Cat, but this really started with Cassie. She took down the biggest fish and opened the door for everyone. What's going on? Everybody's R-ing everybody. They've been doing that. They've been doing that. You know how many people are... I told you I couldn't wait until the Me Too movement and the Time's Up movement came over to the black side of the entertainment industry. I couldn't wait. Because I know these motherfuckers is out here harming women. I know it. The way they were on Love and Hip Hop, so proud to call themselves creeps. What do you think they do in private? What do you think they do in private? If outwardly, if in the community, they have merchandise that says Creep Squad on it. Merchandise, honey. What do you think they do in private? What promise do you think? You saw Erica Mena go down to Love and Hip Hop, Rich Dollars all in her face, touching on her leg and stuff. No respect. None at all. Not like she has any for her goddamn self, because she should have told him to keep his goddamn hands, but she's too busy trying to make Safari jealous, and he will never give a fuck. You see the niggas with no pool, how they move. You see these grimy ass niggas out in the hood. They ain't got no money. They ain't got shit. And they still mistreating women. Can you imagine? Add some money to them. That's the reason why they worship men who have money and the material things to get the women to abuse. That's all they want. That's why it's so difficult for them to relate to a person being harmed because they want to be able to do the same thing. Their thoughts in their mind, like they want to be able to do what Puffy does. They want to be able to do what these men do to harm women. That's why they respect men with money, because the money allows them the avenue to harm women and other men and children. You know what the fuck sex trafficking is? Take somebody over state lines to have sex with them. That's sex trafficking. They didn't ask to be AR'd. You took them over state lines, just like they took in the documents. They Harv Pierre and Puffy put some young girl on a plane, took her somewhere, AR'd her, and then brought her back. That's sex trafficking. And these niggas don't talk about nothing above their waist. From their wallet to their dicks, that's all they want to fucking talk about. Look at Marlon Wayans down to the internet talking about he does missionary style. Who the fuck cares how you fuck, nigga? Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. But y'all don't have nothing to talk about that doesn't come above your waist. You are stuck stagnant in survival mode in the root chakra. Harming women, raping women, sex trafficking women, harming men, raping men, sex trafficking men. So focused on fucking. It is insane. And I don't know if it has to do with me being a Virgo, a virgin, the virgin, because I have always asked anybody who knows me, I can't stand a motherfucker who everything that comes out his fucking mouth has to do with sex. You don't have nothing else to talk about? Then I'm reminded, oh, these motherfuckers are in survival mode. All they do is fuck, fight, fucking fight, fucking fight, fucking fight, and eat and hoard. And they embody the 7 deadly sins. Embody it. They embody all of it. From envy to gluttony, all of it. Lust, all of it. I can't stand a person preoccupied with sex. I can't stand these motherfuckers who get in positions of power and then use sex to harm people, to violate people. I hate that. I do. I really do. I hope whatever happens with this case that the woman is restored. Period. So